Hello Aries, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your weekly read for the 4th week of August 2020. So that's from the 24th to the 30th of August. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we dive into the tarot, I need to consult the oracle. And we'll use this lovely botanical inspirations deck to draw you 3 cards or so to start the reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom the mysterious oracle has for Aries for the 4th week of August 2020. What messages are here for Aries for the 4th week of August 2020? What messages are here for Aries? Okay, you've got one already. You've got forget-me-nots. See. Eternal memories. And I'll just draw another 2 for you. Go. And let's see what you get. Sweet pea. Oh, it's all very sweet, isn't it? Blissful pleasure. And you've got gloxinia. Oh, love at first sight. And proud spirit. When I saw you, I fell in love. And you smiled because you knew. That's from William Shakespeare. But yeah, love at first sight, blissful pleasure with the sweet pea. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. That's Joseph Campbell. So you have love at first sight and proud spirit. Perhaps love at first sight resulting in blissful pleasure. And then finally, forget-me-not, eternal memories. The best things in life are the people I need my glasses because the script is small. Right, let's see. The best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. So perhaps you may encounter love at first sight and indulge in some blissful pleasure and be left with some wonderful memories. So if that indicates love, it's one of those wonderful passing moments. Well, we'll just have to see what the rest of the reading shows. So let's see, Aries, what's on the cards for you this week? What's on the cards for Aries for the 4th week of August 2020? What messages are here in the cards? Sorry, for Aries for the 4th week of August 2020. What messages are here for Aries for the 4th week of August 2020? Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll start with those. You've got, oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the Sun. So that does seem like the Ace of Cups is a seed, the new beginning of something that brings you great joy, great pleasure, and that's fulfillment that reaches all aspects of your life. And it will bring with it a moment of joy, clarity, the Sun, and perhaps success. But is it something that can go further? This is a card of development, seeing the first rewards of all your efforts coming into harbour. But let's see what the rest of the spread shows. You also had the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So there's, yeah. I feel inclined to put this card down here because that's where it fell out. I don't usually have 4 cards at this point. But let's see. You've got the 9 of Cups. And then here you have the Hanged Man. You have the 6 of Swords and the Page of Swords. You've got the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. And then 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so there's like this wonderful new beginning starting up for you, with a lot of potential for growth. Something that can bring you home, bring you to a sense of completion and achievement. And according to the Sun, bring you a bright moment, bring you pleasure, bring you success. The Sun is about the happiest card in the deck, but sometimes that burst of energy, that burst of light can be short-lived. But we'll see. Right. What's brought you here? The surrounding energies. The 9 of Cups denotes independence. Having built something up, something stable and secure, something that required a lot of work, focus and energy, but it's put you in a enviable position of independence and fruition, near completion really. The Knight of Pentacles denotes, it could be an offer related to work actually, but in this instance I'm getting more a sense of having laid down solid foundations, set about quite a meticulous plan and worked at it at a steady progress towards this independence, and the 9 of Cups showing also working towards a sense of achievement and fulfillment and joy at having achieved what you've desired. But your challenges along the way. The Page of Swords shows that there's some truth that needs to come out, and that's echoed in your advice row down there. There is an issue. Perhaps someone brings you a message of truth or a message of truth that may not be well received, that may be a little bit difficult to take. And it may well have brought about a sense of having to put all this development on hold, of cessation of movement. You know, it seems that up until this point things are going along tickety-boo. And you know, you've got a lot of potential for progress. The Knight of Pentacles indicates steady, slow progress, but steady progress. But the Hanged Man shows a challenge arises where you have to put things on hold. And perhaps having to put things on hold is linked in with needing to get a better perspective. And needing to get the better perspective is brought about by a realization, a message, a truth to be owned, someone speaking out, someone bringing something to your attention. And the struggle in this row shows that, really struggling to move from this disruption, which is certainly seems to have churned up a lot of doubts, self-doubts perhaps, and now the challenge is to move forward, to continue on your quest, on your journey. But the nice thing about the Six of Swords, it shows there is help available, there is assistance as you transition from this time of cessation of progress and doubt back towards getting on track. And your advice row here is definitely, you've got the Queen of Swords right next to the Seven of Swords. She's even looking at him. There's a truth to be owned. There's some degree of self-denial that needs to be addressed. That requires really tapping into your moral guidelines. Your moral code needs to be applied here, and you may be called to implement discipline, self-discipline, and decisiveness in dealing with some untruth that may have well been revealed here as part of your challenge. So it seems everything was going really nicely until, boom, Mr. Page of Swords comes along. And he's brought with him a challenge. Dealing with that challenge is going to require careful strategy, using your wisdom, using your knowledge wisely, owning the truth. You've really got to face it. You've got to face up to it according to the cards. And use your integrity. And once you do that, the Queen of Pentacles shows that you can once again begin to feel that you're progressing, begin to feel that you're creative again, that you can continue to bring about you abundance and growth. And then your outcome shows, again, this is going to require a lot of hard work. You've taken on a big load, and it's going to take a while, and it's gonna may weigh heavy on you. It will lead ultimately to a decision, and its decision is linked once again with this Page of Swords, this moment of truth, this realization. But the thing with the Two of Swords, the message with the Two of Swords is in facing this dilemma, this fork in the road. You need to tap into your intuition. The answer is within. And that's why you've got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Initially, I thought she would be a romantic mentorship here, but it's more about intuitiveness. And perhaps, dealing with any untruths, deceptions that may have been brought about by people, dealing with them compassionately. And intuitively as well. The Seven of Pentacles shows that whatever you've been building up will continue to grow. It'll just take time. But will ultimately lead you to a decision. And, you know, bringing the oracle cards into the spread, it sort of perhaps implies that the best of these wonderful memories and indulging in something that was wonderful, love at first sight, and here you've got that card as well to do. Is at the start of this whole journey, this whole week, this whole spread. You've started on a really good note, having found something that you believed you could develop, you could grow, and that would eventually bring you to a point of satisfaction and joy and accomplishment. So I'll put like the love at first sight right at the beginning of your spread, and we'll put it by the Ace of Cups, which also often denotes a new love, the seeds of a new love. And the blissful pleasure is what you're aiming for with the Nine of Cups. Your focus was on that, but you've hit a disruption in this whole thing, and I believe that the forget-me-nots sit right there, that, you know, advising you, reminding you to hold on to what you're working towards, what your goal is, because it can be reached. I think it's also, this whole spread is saying don't give up on this. You can still get there, but it's going to take a lot longer than you may have hoped. And, you know, you could work through this issue, this clarity that's needed here, this deception that needs to be overcome. It may well be self-deception. You may well be sitting there thinking you've deceived yourself in something. You will know whether, you know, this page, this message is indicating for you personally something you've deceived yourself in, or whether the deception has come from an outside force. But the Queen of Swords indicates that you need to face it, because if you do, and if you deal with it decisively, honestly, and with integrity, you'll get back on track. You'll once again continue to build this up, whether it's a work-related thing or a relationship. It's not something that needs to be abandoned. So keep going, I think, is what the cards are saying. Keep going. Deal with the issues that have arisen in an open and honest way, and you'll find yourself back on track towards building this dream. So there you have it, Aries. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonated with you. And if you did, please remember to hit the like button, and have yourself a good week. And God bless you till we meet again.